Patriots goal. 19 seconds into the season.
And saved by Jaden Man.
Christian Beckett ties the goal scoring record. And saved by Man. Gets across, gets the rebound.
The audio from the GoPro. We're underway here in Dallas as action is going. We have audio back up and running. Momentarily it should be on the broadcast. As that shot is turned away. First shot attempt for the Patriots. It's shut down. We're underway. We have audio working. Thanks for bearing with us through that. As
some small technical difficulties that delayed the start of this game. Sorry about that, guys. We did not miss any action. We missed the opening puck drop off the face-off, but as you can see, that was the first shot of the game. DBU's just got a shot on net, and that's all that was missed, so we are all good to jump into the action here.
All right, McKenzie gets tied up as that shot by Zanana goes wide. New goaltenders for both teams here in this matchup. For the visiting Nebraska Huskers, Liam Scott is not in goal tonight. It is number 48, Grant Meyer. And for your DBU Patriots, Dylan Haynes gets the rest tonight, and his freshman Pono Madrigal in net. A second tumble there is Johnson getting back up. With the puck now, Clover has it taken away. Johnson now in the near corner for DBU, rims it out, and that one rolls down the ice. That won't have enough for icing, so back to retrieve it, Coe for Nebraska. Moves it up along the boards.
Notably today, DBU is missing forward Tyson Wilhelm with an upper body injury. We're not sure how long he's going to be out for, but he will not be with us in this contest today.
Yeah, a couple of Patriots got banged up last night. Logan McKenzie, the captain for DBU Patriots, ended up taking a puck. As that shot kicked away, Logan McKenzie took a puck up to the ear and started bleeding. So that was, but he's good to go tonight. He's out there on the ice, or he was on the ice for the first shift. As that poke now, Vasey takes a tumble, turns it over to Coe. Coe with it, lobs it out ahead. Ross retrieves it for Dallas Baptist back in his defensive zone. Ross unable to receive that pass. Bradley. Seibel. Bradley trying to chip it in. Goes off of the pad of Seibel and now chipped along. Back to the DBU zone. Ross goes to retrieve it. The third line out now for DBU. Ross makes some defender miss, still with the puck. Now is able to move it to Owen.
Well, this will be interesting to see. Obviously, we had last night the 4-1 loss for DBU. Now, two completely different goalies. So, two completely different ball games here tonight and last night. We will see how the new goalies fare as a 0-0 game gets underway today.
Yeah, and this won't be icing, so Nebraska still without a shot. We'll have an offensive zone face-off. Madrigal still yet to see his first shot as a Patriot. GA and assistant coach for DBU, Austin Fowler, he brought in Madrigal from California just a week and a half ago, so a really new face for the DBU Patriots, but plenty of new faces, so he fits right in with them. So that face-off, defensive zone, won by Ridings, able to move it to Gressel, who pokes out. Owen now racing to it. Owen rides into Husker into the boards. Now Gressel looking for Ridings. That's caught a stick in the zone, goes just wide. And now Quevedo has the puck with speed. Quevedo works wide, fires in, sticked away by Madrigal behind his net. Quevedo in the near corner, takes a bit of a shove there from Gressel. Holds on to a puck, referee's arm is up.
And we've got a fight breaking out.
I believe this will be a penalty against DBU here.
That is number 2, Jake Quevedo, and number 12 on DBU, Valos Owen.
Yeah, Sorelli, a junior on the team, going over there to Owen, telling him to chill out. Don't make this any worse upon yourself than it already is. We don't need you hurting us even more.
And
so
we will see Valos get a penalty for this. Obviously, the frustration from that. We'll see how DBU does on their first penalty kill of the night.
Yeah, the official call here, number 12, Valos Owen. He'll have a 2-minute minor penalty for interference. So
that line did have a really good chance. Puck almost got through, almost for a good shot on net. It was unfortunately deflected, so they did not end up burying that chance as Caleb Ridings was on the receiving end of that pass.
Yeah, Nebraska unable to score a power play goal last night. They look to turn that around as that shot's blocked by a Patriot. Coe with it from the far point. Fans on the pass. Push up ahead. Zonana takes a tumble.
And
he'll
there
draw
we go.
a penalty
It'll be a
there.
4-on-4 with that tripping call there.
Great
looks
effort
like
there.
interference.
Great effort there by Zanana. 1-on-2, forcing the puck in the neutral zone and hustling and forcing a penalty to be taken by Nebraska. So a little 5-on-5 action as Coe will be in the penalty box. So we'll have a minute 42 of 4-on-4 action, and there'll be a short 18-second power play for DBU.
And we'll just show the replay here quick. Or not. All right, going back to live.
All right, Zanana, who drew the penalty, now out there, has Fernandez to his left. Ian Johnson calling Gorman behind him on D. Looking to win this faceoff to the glove side of Meyer, who's faced 2 shots and has stood tall to both of them. Johnson holds that puck in. Good play there. Moves it to Zanana. Zanana trying to work it to Fernandez. He's not able to get there.
Close on that one extra pass. If he could have connected on that one, it was nothing but daylight between him and the net.
Fernandez sizes up now. Johnson moves it to the corner. Zanana hit by Quevedo. Fernandez there now with the puck. Moves it to Johnson. Johnson rips one. That one is in the back of the net. Patriots goal. 4-on-4 is now 1-0 DBU. I believe that's Jesse Zanana able to poke that one across the line. His first goal as a Patriot. A shot ripped there by Ian Johnson from the far faceoff dot. Hit the shoulder of Meyer. And Jesse Zanana there to clean up the loose change.
As you can see there, that shot from the point deflected up and on net. Just gets right behind him and trickles into the goal there.
Yeah, as a forward, that's exactly how you draw up one to get your first goal. A puck that's just sitting there on the red line begging to be poked across, and Jesse was there to clean up the change. So DBU getting an early lead tonight.
And Jesse, the first freshman out of these 15 new players to score his first goal.
And Vasey there rips a shot. McKenzie tries to work it back low to Vasey. Vasey, another guy that has pretty high expectations here with his team, has the puck now. Vasey moves it to Gorman. Gorman rips a shot. That one is blocked there in traffic. Getting in the way was Mapes for Nebraska. Now Mapes with the puck. 30 seconds to go here on this 4-on-4. Moves it to Seibel. Gorman unable to hold him there. Now Rothenberger has a shot, rips it, scores.
And they answer right back.
It's now 1-1 here with 15:27 to go in this opening frame.
Yeah, as you can see, Nebraska just gets that outlet pass for a good break on a 2-on-1. Nothing really else anybody could do in that situation. It was a good shot, beat him low glove side.
Yeah, same thing we saw, story of last night was the defense getting too aggressive on pinches, and then the puck bounces past him, and all of a sudden you're leaving the goalie out there to hang. So
new goalies out there tonight, and already both teams are sort of feeling the effects here. We've got 5 shots on net and a goal already for DBU, and 2 shots on net and a goal already for Nebraska. So expect this one to maybe get a little bit out of hand. Hopefully the defense can clench up and help their goaltenders out tonight.
Now DBU, after getting up to the 4-on-4 goal, they're on the power play now as Owen comes out. Getting knocked down there was Hilliard, the freshman. Now tie up along the corner, Garibovic there trying to win the puck away. Nebraska skates with it. 2-on-4, and they like just to dump it in, and Madrigal sticks that one to the side. Now Cass looking for a center and feed, nobody there. Kinsella has the puck. A lot of freshmen out there. That pass goes away. Now Garibovic takes a shove, has the puck knocked off. Hilliard has the puck. And at the point, having to back off his Volkanczyk. Maybe a little bit of a working message for DBU. Be a little less aggressive on those pinches by the defensemen.
Yeah, maybe a little bit less aggressive. Maybe a little bit more back-checking from the forwards. I know everybody wants offense. Everybody wants their first goal, but you got to remember defense as well.
Yeah, Fernandez now, we're trying to work the puck lead. We're back to even strength now. 4-on-4, penalty each side. Both teams are able to get the 4-on-4 goal. Now Fernandez has the puck behind the net of Meyer. Gets knocked down, gets right back up and keeps forechecking. Fernandez, great effort there to win the puck. Has a stick lifted, now the puck taken away. Zonana, good effort there. McKenzie works it low, and the far corner getting tied up there. Fernandez and Quevedo. Fernandez looking for a centering feed, nobody there. Sorelli backing up on defense.
Fernandez in that play, I believe, knocked down a grand total of 3 times, and all 3 times got right back up and back in the play and kept moving.
Yeah, as a top-line guy, you look to see that effort, leading by example, going hard on the forecheck.
Oh, he is. He is actually on that top line filling in for Tyson tonight with that upper body injury.
Yeah, now Nebraska with the puck. Quevedo moves it. That one turned over. McKenzie has it. McKenzie, a chance and unable to chip the shot on goal. McKenzie now has it still. Looks to spin a shot. That one is loose in front and cleared momentarily. Now McKenzie takes a hit there. That puck goes into the Nebraska bench for a whistle.
That was a very good move by McKenzie, a very good look. Maybe did a little too much as he pulled it over to his backhand after that last deke and just wasn't able to get that on net. I think if he did a little bit less there, it would have been better for his team. Maybe try and get that one on net, get a rebound, something out of that instead of throwing it behind the net. But either way, a great effort by Logan McKenzie.
Yeah, from here it looked like he was trying to get the backhand shot away, but the puck just rolled off and he was unable to get really much power on it. And a great effort off of a turnover, but unable to get a shot on goal, so Nebraska has the puck now. Seibel unable to receive that pass. Now Rothenberger gets hit there by Vasey, and now
the helmet comes off, and there's that whistle here.
Helmet comes off of Rothenberger.
Yeah, already we're seeing the physicality from last night transfer over early in this game. You can expect to see a whole lot more of that throughout the night.
Yeah, no love lost between these two opponents. Just 24 hours later, they're right back where they were, hitting each other, bumping. But we've already seen a lot more goals at this point than we started off yesterday.
Well, and as we saw with the prayer circle at the end of last night's game, when the game is over, all of that goes away. We're friends off the ice. We are opponents on the ice. And I really respect that whole culture that DBU hockey has with their opponents.
Yeah, Jim DePaulo did a great job of really instilling that culture. And Jason Hilliard, the new head coach, is also working to keep that. So DBU looking now to get the goal back, get the lead back. Vasey with another hit. Ties up a man and takes him down, and referee's arm is up, so another penalty for DBU.
Referees are looking at this, a lot of awkward hits, a lot of physicality. They're trying to get control of this game early. As you can see, they're calling it a little tight. Maybe some calls that should be, maybe some calls that shouldn't be, but they really just want to get ahead of this so that no more fights break out and nothing too bad happens in this game.
Yeah, but if you're Vasey there, you're right in front of the Nebraska bench. You can't just grab a Husker player by the head and drag him to the ground. That's going to get called every single time. So you just have to be smarter than that. Discipline has to be the focus for DBU tonight. You can't give a team like Nebraska plenty of opportunities here on the power play. So far 0 for 5 on the weekend, but the more power plays you give a team, the worse it is. Now Fernandez there, great effort, shorthanded. 2 players aside. Zonana takes a hit there. Fernandez wins the puck. Zonana has it now in the corner, surveying for options. There's 3 red sweaters there to meet him. Turns the puck over.
That is a great effort on the penalty kill, but you have to be careful of that because 2 guys behind their red line could mean a fast break for Nebraska and an easy advantage
now.
there.
Butts looking for a centering feed. That shot off the glove of Madrigal, unable to secure it. It's loose in front, cleared by Gorman, dumped now the length of the ice. We're 1:15 to go here on this power play.
Already a great job of killing this penalty. I believe only 1 or 2 shots have been taken.
Yeah, so far we've seen Madrigal making his college debut, so there could be some nerves in there, but rebound control hasn't been on as plain as you'd hope. As there's an example there, but able to corral the rebound.
That's something they're surely missing from last night. Dylan's incredible ability to deflect those rebounds. They really just got to get on top of that, clear the puck out of there for their young goalie.
Yeah, big thing is you just want to take the first shot, be able to make the save, but not give the other team a high opportunity chance there. But thankfully, Madrigal was able to make the save on that. Now Nebraska, 50 seconds to go on this power play. Looking for a centering feed. Turned over now. McKenzie a chance shorthanded. 1-on-1. Has help in Ridings. And McKenzie slows down. Looks for Ridings. That shot goes wide. Good play by Marley Ross to work that puck deep. And on the forecheck, forces the puck now. Coe has it. Moves out to the neutral zone. DBU getting back. Now that puck, Nebraska has it on the goal line. Good poke there by Madrigal. He takes a tumble, and DBU is able to work to the neutral zone. Still shaking up, but slowly getting back into position is Madrigal. Now Seibel unable to receive that pass. Going back to retrieve his Volkanczyk. 10 seconds to go here on this power play. Moves it to his D partner in Ross. Ross waits and is able to get to the neutral zone. And it looks like no harm will be done on this penalty power play for Nebraska as Vasey comes out of the penalty box, and that shot right into the glove of Madrigal for a whistle. 10:23 to go here in the first period. And we're nowhere near the shot totals of last game. Only 8 for Nebraska and 5 for DBU. So defense definitely has been a lot better from both teams tonight. Focal point, I'm sure, by both coaches. You don't want to be giving up 45 to 60 shots as Madrigal sticks that one into the corner. Bradley now with it for the Patriots. Looks to skate out of his zone. Dangles around one man. Has the puck. Works on another. Bradley going coast to coast. Taking a tumble there is Merchant. Now with the puck behind his zone. Number 42. Now Gorman back in his defensive zone. Works around the referee. Gorman now has it in the corner. 2 sweaters there side fighting for it. Taken away by DBU in white here at home. That puck is shipped. Knocked down by Blue. Takes a hit there by Cadra Lucas. And now Blue gets hit there. Referee's arm goes up. So Cadra Lucas, now it's important not to draw into any extracurricular activities here. As Lucas and Blue got tied up there, Lucas gave a little love tap to Dawson, and then Dawson gave a little shove back, and then you can see if we can get a replay here. Lucas just hits Blue right back in the face. Yeah, right here. Right there. Gives him a shove in the face. Maybe an acting job by Blue there. But either way, DBU will be going on their second power play of the game. So now Lucas is for 2 minutes.
Lots of penalties so far. I mean, that's really kind of been the story of this first period. They've been pushing and shoving, working off the heels of that physical game last night, like I was saying. But this seems to be a whole lot more dirty than it was in yesterday's game.
Yes, DBU trying to make a point that this is your barn, your rink. You're going to stand on your ground. So now they have a power play here, a chance to try and take the lead back. The second half of the frame, as that's a good start, winning that faceoff. Gorman unable to hold it, pressured there by Seibel, forced to retreat all the way back to his defensive zone. Now leaves it for McKenzie. McKenzie has it, looking to get into the zone. Hit off by Rothenberger. Now Fernandez has it. Takes a little bit of a spill, gets right back up. Works it down the corner. Fernandez to Zanana. Zanana from the faceoff dot. Moves it to the corner to Fernandez. Fernandez has it, drops it now Zanana. Zanana in front, and score! Jesse Zanana, backhand filth, and the Patriots go up 2-1.
Zanana with his second goal of the game, second goal for DBU as well. He is having a hot start and already on hat trick watch as we just get past halfway point of the first period.
Yeah, if he was nervous yesterday, he's got those jitters out now as he's got both goals for the Patriots. And now DBU up 2-1 on the power play. Yeah, great play there on the power play, able to really get some motion, get players moving around.
Well, we saw their second power play unit capitalize late in the second period yesterday, and now we've seen their first power play unit finally catch up with that second power play unit and be a little bit effective.
Yeah, no. Part of me hopes for Jesse to get a third goal here in this one. He might not hope so because I told him I have a special goal call only if he can get a hat trick in any game this season. And he's already has 2 goals here in the first period, so we'll see if Jesse can get that third goal. But a lot better of a start there is taking a tumble there. Taking a tumble.
And looks like there will be another penalty call here.
Yeah, DBU going back on the power play.
Looks to be interference here.
Yeah, a little slow to get up Sorelli behind his goal.
We'll see what
Madrigal goes to go check on his new teammate. And DBU, after scoring on the power play just a minute ago, now they're going back here. That's number 42, Cadra Lucas. So DBU up 2-1, 8:29 to go here in the period. Going on power play, chance to extend the lead now to 2. Second unit out there for DBU.
Yeah, as you can see, he was just completely blindsided with that behind the net, just a hit from behind there.
Yeah, Bradley's shot goes wide. Ross there to hold it in. Gets pressured by Seibel, able to bank it along the boards down low. Swipe there by Cass. Now Ross has it from the near point. Ross looking where to go with the puck. Elects to move it to Bradley. Bradley moves back to Ross. Ross fires it. That one's deflected by Seibel. and off the roof, so that'll be a whistle.
Yeah, DBU off the heels of that power play goal gets right back to work, and they are right back on that power play. They're going to look to try and replicate that and get another one here.
Yeah, a minute 35 to go on the power play. Patriots still keeping their second unit out there, seeing if they can also dig deep and get a goal. As now Blue moves it. Gressel has it in the corner. Freshman for DBU from Kansas City, looking for Ridings. Marley Ross has it. Moves it to Bradley from the faceoff dot. Bradley looking for a cross-ice feed to Ridings. Ridings takes a shove. Ross, and now turnover, shorthanded break. As Schmelzer shorthanded, chips it just over the goal. DBU catching a break there. Schmelzer shorthanded, looking to tie this one up. Now Bradley has the puck for Patriots. Bradley fires a shot. That one's blockered away by Meyer. Blue works in the corner. The lone goal scorer from last year gets taken down there. Bradley with the puck. Moves it to Ross on the blue line. Down to the near boards for Ridings. Ridings centering feed. That shot by Blue fired, and Meyer fighting off, getting just enough. And Schmelzer's able to clear it the length of the ice. 40 seconds to go on this DBU power play.
Whoa, looks like we might get a call for Dawson Blue potentially here, as he goes over and is being taken by the ref right now.
Yeah, see if we can get a replay on that for Blue. He's getting called 2 minutes for elbowing. You can see the motion of the referee saying with the stick got his elbow up high. So it'll be 38 seconds of 4-on-4, and then it'll be a power play for Nebraska. All right, Dembski lines up for the offensive zone faceoff. Hilliard able to win it to the corner. Ian Johnson moves it to the neutral zone. Nebraska forced to touch up. 30 seconds to go here on the 4-on-4. Now with the puck is Schmelzer. Schmelzer rips it and scores. Glove side on Madrigal and ties this game up at 2.
Ethan Schmelzer wasn't able to get it done on the breakaway earlier, capitalizes on this second chance opportunity that he's been given. Was wide open in that top of the slot area and was able to post it in.
So far we've seen twice now Madrigal get beat on that glove side. Maybe he's not seeing the puck entirely great, but so far if you're Nebraska, you want to keep firing at glove side on Madrigal because that's where both goals have come from. Now Ian Johnson looking to try and get a goal right back. Backhands that one into Meyer for a whistle. All right, so 6:44 to go. Still 4-on-4 as that goal came. It was even strength, but it was 4-on-4, so Nebraska still has that power play waiting for them in 14 seconds.
And notably, we've got a 2-2 game here, and the shots are dead even at 10 per side. That's
about as even as it's been so far this weekend. Neither team really rolling the other one over like we saw last night in periods of the game.
Every
Johnson
goal
unable
in
to
this
get that.
game between these two opponents is huge.
Yeah, and Lucas is now in the box for Nebraska, so they'll have a minute 14 of power play time here. As Gorman holds it and works it all the way down the length of the ice. Meyer out of his net to stop it. Now leaves it.
And we've got about a minute left on Dawson's penalty before he will rejoin and make it 5-on-5 again.
Both teams already with 6 penalty minutes, just 14 minutes into the game. So discipline definitely is a focal point for the coaches during this intermission. Tell their guys, stay disciplined, play clean hockey, and build momentum off of that. Now Kim has the puck, tied up by Gorman. Going in to help. Now Kim has it. Heavy hit by Johnson, and that one is scored by Quevedo. Power play goal for Nebraska as they take a 3-2 lead here in this game.
Be interesting to take a look at the replay on this one and see how exactly that one did end up going. As you can see, that scrum was in that corner. They move it down below the goal line there. We see a heavy hit, maybe a leaving of his guy in front of the net there. Yeah, and he just leaves him wide open in the slot there for an easy tap-in goal.
Yeah, Ian Johnson, that's supposed to be his spot there, taking away the guy on his side in front of the net, but got too aggressive, stepping in, trying to get a hit. And the Nebraska player there Kim, took a hit to make a play. And just like that, Nebraska up 3-2 with 5:33 to go here in this one. So a high-scoring game so far. A lot more action-packed than last night. As now Cass has on the blue line. That shot is ripped, blocked down, and cleared up back to the Nebraska zone. So a little bit of a shaky start for Madrigal here in this one. He'll look to kind of get some confidence back under him, get some momentum, and really just start making some key saves for DBU. As Coe has it, rims into the DBU bench for a whistle. 5:07 to go here in this period.
Well, it is a Saturday, and most of the DBU students have gone home for the weekend if they live close, or they are just cooped up in their dorm rooms on a Saturday night or going out maybe partying a little bit. But we do still have a good showing of the fans here tonight. I mean, obviously, Saturdays are going to be a little bit less busy than Friday nights, because Friday nights is peak action. But there still is a good showing for DBU, and that presence will be felt on the ice.
Yeah, DBU fans still coming out here, still showing up to cheer on their team. Of course, like you said, Friday nights are always our more packed nights, higher energy nights. But so far, the fans that have come out here to this game, they've been treated to very high action, high event first period with 5 goals already in 15 minutes. Now Vasey loses that face-off. Going to work on the forecheck. Vasey has it. Now it's skating the other way with the puck. It's number 11, Clover. Clover works it down low. Ross going back. Blue giving a little shove.
And
Nebraska player goes into the
Nebraska
net.
Player down in the crease.
Yeah, Nebraska player down, slow to get up. Dawson Blue gave a little bit of a shove and lost his edge and tumbled into Madrigal. Now able to get up and skate to the bench. That's number 81, Joey Beister for Nebraska. So DBU trainers going over there to check on him, make sure he's all right. But that face-off will come out to the neutral zone. Third line out there now for DBU. Ridings lines up. He'll be going against Rothenberger, the top line for Nebraska. So third line versus first line out here. Linesman takes a little spill.
A little tumble there.
Yeah, Mapes moves it to his D partner. Unable to receive that pass is Ademski. Going for the swipe was Ridings. Gressel gives a little bit of a shove there. Now a chance with numbers. Ademski elects to go the wide route, slows it down and moves it to Rothenberger. Back to Ademski behind the Patriots goal. Good stick there by Bradley to slow that one down. Gressel trying to force the puck away. Good hit there by Ridings. And centering feed, Madrigal fights that one off with the blocker, goes behind his goal. And still with the puck. Slot chance, good defensive play, able to move that one ahead. And now it's on the breakaway. Ridings has it, in alone, Ridings! And that one is off the shoulder of Meyer. Referee's arm goes up. So we'll see what this call is.
There was a little bit of a late cross-check on that end of that play from a Nebraska player onto Ridings, and Ridings did give a shove back, so my guess is he'll take them both.
I believe it's only a Nebraska player going to the box here. No one from DBU.
DBU probably got away with one on that one, as we clearly saw Ridings give a shove back, but DBU will definitely take that.
And as you just heard from our wonderful public address announcer, Cager Lucas will get 2 minutes for slashing. So great hustle play there by Ridings, able to force a power play for DBU. I believe this is their third power play of the game. No, this is their fourth. They had one that was 12 seconds long. So really their third extended power play, as the top unit is out there now. Vasey wins that puck. Gorman has it. Gorman leaves it for Zanan at the blue line. Moves it to Gorman. Cross ice feed, McKenzie score! Logan McKenzie on the one-timer.
Logan McKenzie, his first goal as the captain for DBU, finally gets his presence out there, making himself known. We were expecting that last night. We were expecting it early this game, and we finally got it here.
Gorman connects to McKenzie on the cross-side feed. Second power play goal of the game for the Patriots, ties this up.
Captain Logan McKenzie. Assisted by number 9, Jesse Zonana. And number 8, Colin Gorman.
McKenzie tying the game up. Heavy hit there thrown by Mikey Fernandez. That puck rolls in on Madrigal. Johnson with that in the corner now, freshman from Frisco, Texas. Johnson now with speed. Johnson skating it. Johnson taking it all the way by himself. Defenseman joining the rush, unable to get the shot on goal. Hit the post last night, what would have tied the game 2-2 late in the third period. Looking for redemption maybe. Now McKenzie has it. McKenzie stepping in. That shot is right to the belly of Meyer, and he holds on to it. So 2:59 to go, 3-3 here in the first period of action.
Well, Grant Meyer was so far a decent showing, but you know Nebraska's got to be missing. Liam Scott right about now.
Yeah, you can say the same about DBU with Haynes. He played just as well last night, even though the score reached 4-1. It was 2-1 late into the third period, when one of them was an empty net goal and the other was with 30 seconds left, gave up a goal.
And
so
we hadn't even had our first goal until the second.
Yeah, so scoring a lot higher tonight. Both teams really maybe figuring out each other's defensive schemes. Now Gorman able to slow down that rush, and it's now 3-on-2 for Nebraska. Having to touch up there was Rothenberger. Rothenberger unable to receive that pass. Now moving the puck ahead, Fernandez, Zonana has it. Zonana looking to get back to McKenzie. McKenzie with an edge and off the pose. Logan McKenzie bidding for his second goal of the period, but Iron keeps that one out. Meyer a little bit of help there.
Logan McKenzie with a huge energy burst after that first goal, gets right back at it, but unfortunately for him, that one does beat the goalie, but it's just off the outside of the post.
Yeah, it does no good to beat the goalie whenever you can't beat the iron 6x4 frame that just sits there.
Goalie's best friend.
Goalie's best friend, a shooter's worst nightmare. But I will say there's nothing more satisfying than hearing a ping bar in for a goal. So it could be a shooter's best friend if it's a good bounce.
Arguably one of the most satisfying sounds in any sport is the bar down hockey goal.
Yeah, so now Schmelzer lining up for the face-off for Nebraska here. Loses it to Hilliard. Now Schmelzer wins it back. It's loose in front, covered. Standing his ground, Madrigal there. Puck was loose. We saw that from Liam Scott last night, just falling on his butt, spreading those legs and keeping the puck out.
Well, there was a little bit of a scramble there. It was a great job by the defense for DBU to be able to get it into their goaltender so that they could save the puck and get a whistle.
Yeah, going in there, helping your goalie out there. He's falling, doing all he can. And like you said, defense was able to go in there, box out all the red sweaters. And as a result, this game remains tied. 15 shots for DBU, 14 for Nebraska, 3 goals aside. So this is almost as even as you could get. Now Kinsella has it, trying to hit Garibovic, not on the same page. And works back low. Second line out there for Nebraska. Turn the puck over. Volkanczyk trying to win it. Ross has it now. Looking to escape his zone. Ross turns it over to Quevedo, who has a goal already in the period. Looking for a feed there. It's loose. The rebound goes just wide. Great chance there for Butts, but backhands it just away from the goal. Now Kinsella intercepts that pass, able to move it up ahead to Garibovic. Again, not on the same page. Garibovic not ready for that pass. He takes that one away. Alan Garibovic with the chance, and that one is right into the Husker logo, the Husker script on the red sweater of Grant Meyer for a whistle.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a decent play trying to get the puck out of the zone, passing it up the center, out of that blue line area. He did get it out of the zone, but unfortunately his line mate wasn't watching for that puck, and so he didn't end up coming out with it. But a good play to recover from that and steal it from Nebraska and actually get a shot on net and a face-off.
Yeah. Bradley wins that puck now. That shot deflected. Getting a stick on that was Blue. Unable to get it on goal now. Patriots have it spinning away from a check. Vasey works it low on the forecheck. There with Lucas. Lucas moves along to cast for Nebraska. Takes a shove. DBU unable to take that puck away. Now Nebraska is able to work out of their zone. Looking to tilt the ice with just over a minute to go. Kim has it, has the puck knocked off. That shot goes wide. It's loose in front. Rebound swept at. Madrigal takes away the corner, and that puck is loose. A great block there. Might have saved the goal. And Madrigal gets the rebound. It's a scramble in front. The puck is still loose and now it's worked to the corner. Great save there by Pono Madrigal. Bradley takes a hit there. Now Cass with the puck. DBU still pinned in their zone.
43 seconds remaining in this
40
period.
seconds now to go. Bradley now a chance. 1-on-3. Bradley trying to work around defender. Unable to get the puck around Lucas there. It's tied up. Ridings now fighting for a neutral zone. Under 30 to go here. That puck is turned over. Bradley has it. Luke Bradley works around. Unable to get the shot away. Takes a tumble.
He got it in the right spot. Open net. Beat the goalie with the move, but he couldn't pull the trigger.
Yeah, great job there to really get around the defender there. Get the puck on his forehand, but as you mentioned, just got knocked down before he could take the shot. We've seen a lot higher chances for both teams here in this matchup. Vallis Owen looking for a touch pass. Knocks that one down to Ridings, and time runs out. So that will do it for the first period of action. The score is tied 3-3. Nebraska 18 shots on goal, and DBU 16 shots on goal.
Well, yeah, you said it. First period of action, 3-3 at the end of that. That's already more goals than were scored at the end of last night's game.
Yeah, this is a lot more action-packed. For the fans from an entertainment standpoint, you really like to see it, and a lot more action. We get more goal calls, both good and bad, but it's been a fun first period, and we're in for a good one tonight.
Yeah, lots of action. Gotta love this hockey game. I mean, this is just two teams that are both very, very, very similarly skilled and really going at it, giving it their all. They're playing physical. It's just a fun hockey game to be watching right now.
Yeah, and there's no dipping your toes in the water to start the season with this matchup. It's straight cannonball into the pool, and you're right in the thick of it. Physicality, players throwing the bodies around, lots of goals being scored. It's been an exciting night so far, and we're only one period through.
Yeah, make sure you stick around, as in a few moments we'll be playing an interview that we got for one of our players, but I think we'll be taking a break, and we'll see you guys after the intermission.
We'll be back in 14 minutes. Patriot fans, I'm here with the newest captain of the DBU hockey team, Logan McKenzie. And Logan, being the new captain, what does that leadership look like for you on and off the ice?
I mean, just sending a good message to all the new guys and to most of the older guys as well, just trying to be a good leader.
And do you look, as the captain, to build off of last season and previous culture that the last captain, John Canavan, left? Or do you kind of plan to build it in your own direction?
I mean, John was a great captain. He created a great culture. Being here for 6 or 7 years, he just created such a great dynamic, and I hope to build off of that.
And in terms of new faces, there are a lot of new faces on this year's team. What's it like in the locker room with so many new guys?
It's definitely different. We're just trying to get them all up to speed, make them as comfortable as possible, obviously, and introduce them to the great culture we've created. And yeah, not much else to say.
All right. And you had a really good season last year. How do you, as a leader of this team, look to take your on-ice performance to the next level?
Just by making the right plays and trying to do my best every time I'm on the ice, every shift, doing the little things right, getting pucks deep, and just making sure our whole bench is positive throughout the whole game.
And then lastly, to close this out, where do you see this team going in terms of on-ice performance this year?
I think we'll do pretty good. Obviously, a lot of new guys, so it's going to take a little bit to get our chemistry. But once we do, I don't think there's anything that can stop this team, and hopefully we go far.
All right, thank you, Logan. Good luck this season.
Yep, thank you.
All right, welcome back into the start of the second period, the middle frame here in the second night of a back-to-back between the DBU Patriots and the Nebraska Huskers, as that was a very high-scoring period by both teams there.
Yeah, both teams were finding a lot of success in that first period. I know all of the forwards are just itching to get back out there. They didn't even want that period to end just because it was so action-packed, so filled with action. I mean, all of them were just making good plays, making a lot of goals.
Your DBU Patriots.
And Patriots come
And
back on the ice.
as you can hear, our Patriots are coming back on the ice, getting ready to go.
Yeah, we heard during that intermission that from head coach that there was a chance that Pono Madrigal was going to get subbed for Theo Nielsen, who's the backup goalie dressed for tonight. But I believe that is just going to be a short leash for Ponos. He's back out there to start the second period. But
yeah, I mean, I can see where Fowler's head's at with that decision. He is just looking to try and get Theo some reps, trying to see what he's got out of both of these goalies. I mean, obviously we saw a great performance from Dylan yesterday, and now he wants to see what his second two goalies are made of, and if that takes playing half of the game with one goalie and half of the game with the other, then that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, number 9 for DBU, Jesse Zanana. Not really the best ideal start last night, but tonight he has 2 goals and an assist here in the opening period. So we're underway here in the second frame as Ian Johnson has the puck taken away, turned over. Now all the way back behind Madrigal, Ian Johnson goes to retrieve it. Johnson moves up ahead to Zanana. Zanana to Fernandez. Fernandez has the puck swiped off his stick, a good defensive play by Coe. But hustling, looking for a centering feed in the slot, nobody home. Zanana trying to get the puck, poked away. And hustling with it now, Seibel. Seibel first to it, fires one towards Madrigal. That one is off target. Fernandez works the puck down behind his own goal. And now Seibel trying to get the puck. Taken down by Fernandez. Both players take a tumble, get back up. Gorman unable to get it out. Good play by Ademski there. Now Rothenberger has the puck along the near boards. Alexa right along the boards, down low. Coe unable to hold that one in. Nebraska's forced to touch up. A minute gone by in this middle frame as McKenzie takes a tumble there. Lucas back to his own zone, moves it to his partner Coe. Coe banks it along the boards. Swiping at it now, busts the second line out there for Nebraska. Coe has it now at the point. Coe rips that one, almost takes off the head of his teammate Schmelzer. Now Johnson still on the ice, almost pushing a minute and a half on this shift for the defenseman here, start for DBU. As Ross has the puck now behind his own red line. Ross lobs it, taken away by DBU. That shot fired, good block there by Fernandez. Coe has it, stepping in, Coe rips it. Madrigal closes the 5-0 there, able to recover the puck. For our first whistle, a minute 49 into the second frame. So far coming out to start the period, Nebraska has had the majority of possession, majority of control, and they've just haven't been able to pepper shots at Madrigal here, but really after the rough start, Pono has really looked to kind of settle in. As that puck, Bradley trying to escape, now has it, Vasey, Bradley 1-on-3 for DBU. Bradley looking for options, Bradley fires it, shouldered off by Meyer, taking a tumble there. Giving a little extra love tap was Blue. That one is now blown dead as the padding came off on the DBU bench. Puck hit that and knocked it off, so linesman out there making sure that we're getting that fixed. That way no player gets right into that corner and gets seriously hurt, because that is a very dangerous spot to get hit. If the slim odds are that happens, it would not be a comfortable spot to be in. So DBU offenses on face-off, second line out there, Vasey loses it. Blue makes a good play there along the boards, keeps it in momentarily. Now Nebraska skates with it, but Bradley, good back check there, wins the puck. Blue has it 2-on-3, has help in Vasey, leaves it for Vasey. Vasey unable to get a shot away, feigned on that attempt. Now along the boards, swiping at it. Clover with it for Nebraska. That one is blown down off sides, so another whistle here. This one will come back out to the neutral zone. Third line out there for DBU. Hilliard, head coach Hilliard sends out Ridings to the lineup for the faceoff. Ridings loses the faceoff. Now Lucas works it down low. That shot, Magical able to get enough of that. It's loose behind him on the blue paint. Good defensive play there by Sorelli to swipe that one out of harm's way. So Magical got just enough that, unable to fully secure it. But that's where your defense comes in to help. Saves the day there. Players take a tumble. Referees, the back referee's arm goes up. Delay penalty now, and touched by DBU. So Nebraska going on their 4th power play of the game. Yet another penalty for DBU.
As we await the call from our PA announcer, Gideon, as we activated his mic over the break, so now we should be able to get all of the announcements into the game.
Yeah, it's Owen Sally heading to the box here. We'll wait a minute just to hear what the official call is. But either way, it's a power play for Nebraska.
Dallas penalty, number 16, Owen Sally. 2 minutes for tripping.
Tripping, the official call. Now Co on the power play. Rothenberger has it, looking for a cross-ice feed. Blue able to get to it. Blue looking to skate it out. Elects just to dump it down. Swiping it up ahead, Co has the puck sent back to him by Rothenberger. Now he moves it to Rothenberger, who has it. Unable to enter the DBU zone. McKenzie takes a little bit of a shoulder there by Clover. Now Rothenberger skating with the puck behind the goal. Looking to escape. Ian Johnson takes a little bit of a shove there, but is able to work the puck out. Nebraska forced to touch up. 1:15 to go here on this power play. McKenzie unable to receive that breakout pass. Now Co. Now McKenzie gloves it down. McKenzie short-handed, has a chance. Doesn't have help. McKenzie trying to drag around Schmelzer. Can't get the puck through the defender. Now Schmelzer has it. Goes through the legs of Fernandez. And that puck is swiped out to the neutral zone. And dumping it down is Co. Nebraska forced to touch up. A delayed offside. Linesman arm is still up. That gives DBU Zonana a chance to clear it. Now Fernandez, 1-on-5 shorthanded, works around one defender. Fernandez trying to hit a centering feed to Zonana, unable to connect there. Too many red sticks in the way. Now Quevedo has the puck for Nebraska. Quevedo drops off to Schmelzer. Schmelzer rims it around to the far boards. Butt steps up on the far point, has it. Moves it down to the corner to Kim. That one is loose in front. Madrigal is able to stand there. That one trickles through. It's still loose. Players are tumbled. Madrigal gets a pad on that.
And the whistle
Tangled
will
up
be
and it
called.
still
There's
hits his
Nebraska
pad.
guy in the crease.
That's Fernandez for DBU who's down there. And I believe that would be Seibel. No, it's Quevedo. Quevedo and Fernandez both tumbled. Madrigal still able to get his pad out there and make the kick save. And 11 seconds to go here on this power play. Shots really starting to favor Nebraska. 24 for them, only 17 for DBU.
And as you can see on the replay here, there was a golden opportunity that he just couldn't lift the puck enough to get it into that net.
Yeah, a good old saying, got to elevate to celebrate. They were unable to elevate that puck, as that one is elevated but too high. That one goes their way. And ready to join the break now, Sally. Patriots back to full strength. That shot by Garibovic goes wide. Now Hilliard trying to lay a hit. 4th line out there for DBU. Works behind Meyer out of his net to play it. Mapes has it. Evades a hit by Garibovic. And now Seibel has it for Nebraska. Kinsella, a good stick there, slows down the rush. Rothenberger dumps it down on the backhand. It's behind the Patriot goal.
We do have an odd matchup here. We've got the 1st line for Nebraska versus the 4th line for the Patriots. Nebraska's going to try and look to take advantage of that right here.
Sorelli trying to rim it up ahead. Kinsella has the puck, unable to get a poke. Nebraska keeps it, works it all the way around the other way. Sorelli has it, rushes the clearing attempt, had no pressure there. And now finally Garibovic is able to escape his zone. Tries to bank it along Mapes. Garibovic gets around Mapes. Garibovic looking for a cross-ice feed to Sally, unable to connect. Now going the other way with numbers Nebraska, 2-on-1. Nebraska has it. That shot and score. The odd man rush leads to a goal. That's Clover who gives Nebraska a 4-3 lead.
Yeah, we can see that odd man rush, that nice try for DBU here, just not quite work out. But then, as I was saying earlier, if you're going to play hard offense, you got to get back and play good defense, and that is just not what happened there. We had a 2-on-1.
Number 11, Christian Clover.
Yeah, unassisted goal there for Clover. The story that's been costing DBU this entire weekend, the defensemen getting way too aggressive. They don't have help, and all of a sudden you're leaving your goalie out to dry on 2-on-1. So at this point, you have to make the adjustment. Stop being so aggressive and start playing just some defense. Let your forwards do the scoring and defenders do the defending. As that puck is turned over, Ko has it. Second line out there for DBU. Looking for a centering feed. Kim unable to get the shot on goal. Good pressure there. Now Bradley has the puck. Moves it to the neutral zone. Touched by Blue.
And
that one will be icing as he was just on
icing.
his defensive side of the center red line. So this one will go all the way back to the DBU zone.
And Nebraska jumping ahead early here. They're getting the pressure on Nebraska. Notably, 25 shots to DBU's 17, and to that end, they have another goal because of it.
Yeah, I mean, DBU, they have the answer so far multiple times. That top line stepping up with all 3 goals. So it's going to be interesting to see if there's another line who can step up, help that top line out, and just buy a couple goals. And it's the second line looking to do that. Blue has the puck, moves it to Bradley behind the red line. Bradley back to Blue. Blue leaves up ahead to Gorman. Gorman fires it, and that one standing up, Meyer makes the save.
That shot by Gorman was tipped somewhere in front. It was a good job by, I believe that's Meyer. Good tracking by Meyer to cover that up.
Yeah, so DBU, good opportunity, good test so far with this young group to see their resiliency, see just how much grit that they have, see if they can fight back and find that equalizer. And now the third line out there for DBU, Ridings lines up for the face-off against Merchant. That puck is sent out of play, so redo that whistle. Only a couple seconds came off the clock there. Now DBU able to win that face-off. They rim it all the way around the boards. Now comes to the near corner. Ian Johnson stepping up on defense. Turns the puck over. Now Gressel has it, rims it around the other way, takes a weird bounce off of the glass, comes out to the middle of the feed. Johnson able to slow that rush down. Puck bounce on players here. Maybe the ice is starting to get a little choppy as Shanahan clears that to the neutral zone. Butts takes a tumble. Now DBU controls the puck. Ridings looking to enter the zone, trying to work through the legs of Schmelzer there. He closed that down, and Ross has it now. Rims it along the boards. Gressel racing to it. Gressel able to take away. Luke Gressel in. Fires a shot. That one is shouldered off by Meyer standing up.
A good shot by Gressel there off the heels of that possible. And here we go.
Ridings just knocked down there. And he's slow to get up. Have to see if he's okay. DB cannot afford to lose another player, especially with Wilhelm out with an upper body injury.
And as I was saying right there, a possible ref interference with the play there. It's just an unfortunate collide. Wrong guy and wrong time.
Yeah, and Riding's still not getting up, so trainers out there will take a moment just to see if he's okay. And Ridings now getting helped off the ice, laboring down his leg.
As you can see from the replay here, we'll see just a big hit up against the glass and maybe a hit on what looked to be maybe his hand.
Yeah, he was grabbing at his left wrist, so
his glove was not on that wrist. Glove had come off in the next play. Maybe somebody held onto it. He lost it in there, and then that hit him up against the glass. It looks like he might have landed on that hand that didn't have a glove on.
Yeah, it looked like that hand got crunched there, so.
Logan McKenzie talking with the ref to try and figure out what the man situation is going to be.
And you just have to hope that Caleb Ridings is all right.
Penalty.
Key player.
Number 2, Jake Quevedo for hooking. And number 10, Caleb George for hooking.
Yeah, so it'll be matching minors 4-on-4 hockey, but more important for DBU, Ridings most likely will be out for the rest of the game. We'll try and get a full update on that soon, but if it's as bad as we think it is, it's hopefully not a fractured or broken wrist. That'd be worst case scenario for DBU.
As we resume play here.
Now McKenzie loses that face-off. We're back underway. 12 minutes to go, 4-on-4 side, matching minors there. Volkanczyk has the puck, works it back down. Goalie goes out to play, so icing is waved off. Volkanczyk trying to move it down low. Zanana hops out of the way of the puck. Rawson on the forecheck. Good touch pass along the boards there now as Seibel skates with speed. Zonana rides him along the boards there. Volkanczyk has it in his own corner. Ko moves it. Seibel has it. Seibel, it's loose in front. Ross is able to grab the puck, skates with it, works around one man, has the puck roll off of his blade. So Volkanczyk now goes back to retrieve. DBU in their own zone. Here 4-on-4. Unable to connect the path there as now Adamski has it. Adamski moves it to Rothenberger. That shot, Magical gets enough out of the shoulder. Rebound goes off the outside of the cage. DBU looking to get the long change here in the second period as Zanana has it now. 1-on-2. Jesse Zanana gets around one man, gets the puck, looks for a centering feed to McKenzie, unable to connect there. As now players skate the other way.
Had McKenzie for a second there on that pass, just didn't connect.
Yeah, Adamski drops that for Rothenberger. Magical gets enough of that. Now Ian Johnson, the defenseman. We've seen so far last night and tonight, he loves to take the puck all the way as that shot is blocked and goes out of play.
Loves to take the shot down and use that big shot of his, which he does have and can be lethal, but maybe not always the best decision-making from the young freshman. I'm sure we'll see that progress and grow as he matures with DBU.
Yeah, I'm sure, especially that's going to be a focal point just as it comes along that, hey, as a defenseman, maybe it's okay not to have to skate the puck, because we've seen a couple times where you turn the puck over, you have it knocked off, and all of a sudden it's 2-on-1 the other way, and you leave your goalie out to dry. But whenever he does get through there with speed, he can really skate for the big fella.
Sure, he's also here itching to get his first goal, as are all of the young freshmen on this team.
Yeah, came inches away from doing it last night, so he gets bumped off the puck there. Player loses their stick. It's Clover who does have a stick. He's a good job forcing a shot from blue, and Meyer gets enough of that with the stick out of play into the netting. 16 seconds to go here on this 4-on-4 and 10:21 to go in the second frame. Yeah, Sins now along the glass by the DBU offensive zone, trying to cheer Patriots on to see if they can get a goal. It'll be Blue and Zanana out there, as well as Gorman and Johnson, looking to try and find the equalizer. Zanana, 2 goals already on the game, looking for a hat trick here. Gorman rips the shot from the point. That one rises up, it's loose. And able to dive on top of the puck there is Meyer.
High shots deflected and go straight up into the air, not really able to control where that puck is going to go after that rebound. They took advantage of it for their first goal. It went straight up over him, off the back of him, and into the back of the net. He just hasn't been able to cover that all night.
Yeah, DBU not nowhere near as many shots as last game, but Ian Johnson rips that one.
With
Heavy
a
shot goes
shot
wide.
Style as Dawson Blue actually scored with yesterday in their only goal.
Yeah, went off the face-off and then just fire a shot high. Bradley has the puck taken away. Now we're back to 5-on-5. Johnson moves it low, kicked away by Meyer. Bradley unable to hold the puck there. turns it over. Intercepted there by Blue. Blue works it low. Garibovic out there on the forecheck. Johnson, good play to hold that one in. It's on the blue line, swept down low by Bradley. Johnson gave a little shove there to Quevedo. He just now gets up. Blue keeps the puck in. Good play there. Now Bradley has it. Bradley with the puck, unable to work around defender. Now Butts works it behind his own goal to Mapes, who tries to break out of the zone. And that puck is riding along the boards. No icing, so Gorman goes back to retrieve it. Now in the latter half of this middle frame, Nebraska leads by a score of 4-3. And Madrigal sticks that one behind his own goal.
We've seen a lot less action in this period as it is only one goal up to this point.
Yeah, now Blue with the puck. Skating through the neutral zone, 3-on-3. Dumps it, bounces in on Meyer. Unable to grab it cleanly, but bounces on the loose puck in front of him for what will set up an offensive zone faceoff for DBU.
Luke Bradley and Dawson Blue getting to that puck really fast. It's a good thing Myers was able to cover that puck, otherwise that could have been a nasty rebound goal.
Yeah, forecheck for DBU has looked tremendous tonight. Their players, we talked to Fowler, he said that you can expect more physicality from his guys, more effort, and just higher energy overall tonight. As McKenzie has it. McKenzie, kicked away. It's loose in front, unable to get a shot away, and now skating with the puck. That's Rothenberger. Back-checking Sally, good defensive play to force that puck off of his stick. That's a grade A chance now Rothenberger has it for McKenzie. But getting just enough with the edge of the skate. Meyer keeps that one out, keeps a 1-goal lead. Now skating with it, Gressel. Gressel has it knocked off the puck, and it looks like Logan McKenzie will be double shifting now to fill in for the Ridings injury. Captain leading by example. But we heard from assistant coach Fowler that coming tonight you can expect more energy, more effort, heavier on the forecheck, and so far the team has bought into that. And they've been rewarded with a few goals so far, but they need another one.
Yeah, they are still down by 1, and with this game tightening up, we are hoping we don't see another situation like last game where no one's able to get another score, and DBU is just set with that 1-goal loss for the rest of the game.
Yeah, Paulson is able to move that to Struderman. Kicked away by Madrigal. Rebound fanned on. Madrigal takes a tumble there. Pressuring the point now. A chance for Logan McKenzie. McKenzie moves to Gressel. McKenzie unable to receive that pass. Now has the puck. Logan McKenzie going for a between-a-leg shot. That one is turned away by Meyer.
What a try by McKenzie.
McKenzie has kicked away. McKenzie with a couple quality chances. That one could have been goal of the week for Acha had he been able to get that one over the shoulder of Meyer.
Logan McKenzie with the shot. Didn't want to go to his backhand. Was a little bit off-angled, so elected to go between the legs, and it almost paid out for him.
Yeah, almost the beauty of a goal. Early in the season is now skating with the puck is Paulson. Fourth line out there now for Nebraska. Haven't seen much of them here in this matchup. But their head coach, Nate Fuller, is giving them some minutes now. McKenzie elects to rip that one right into the glove of Meyer. That might be the easiest save he's had tonight.
But a good shot by Logan McKenzie for a glove save. We got a face-off in their offensive zone. It's always a good play.
Now set up an offensive zone face-off now for the fourth line of DBU. Head coach Jason Hilliard elects to send them out there. Maybe see if they can get a fourth line gritty goal and try and draw the equalizer. Now Hilliard loses that face-off. Good play there by Ross, keeps it in. Ross fires just one towards the net. That one goes wide, getting knocked down. Now Garibovic has the puck behind the red line. Garibovic on his forehand, looking for a centering feed, nobody home. And now that gives a chance for Nebraska to skate the other way with momentum. That shot goes way wide over Madrigal. Freshman goalie. He's settled in for the most part after a little bit of a shaky start.
Yeah,
but so far,
a few loose pucks, a few bad rebounds, but for the most part, he has really been holding his own here in this period.
Oh, now with the puck is Beister, third line out there for Nebraska. Beister looking for a centering feed, unable to connect. Good poke there by Madrigal. Alert. Dangling around defender Ross, unable to get around the second guy. And that one is turned over, and Beister rims it all the way down. Nebraska goes for a change. DBU gets one fresh skater out there. Looking to get their top line out there, see if they can spark some offensive pressure, spark a goal. A Schmelzer, that scores 5-0 on Madrigal.
Well, you can
5-3.
you could see there was good intention from Marley Ross to try and lay down and block that puck, but what he ended up doing was actually screening the goalie so the goalie couldn't see that shot, and because of that, he wasn't able to block the shot. The shot still got through, and laying down ultimately ended up costing them the goal.
And that's going to do it for Pono Madrigal in his Patriot debut. As the Patriots have brought on the backup, Theo Nielsen making his debut, so he'll get a chance to stretch. See if maybe that can just wake up the team a little bit, see if they can fire them up.
Ethan Schmelzer.
On top line out there for DBU, immediately a chance for Nebraska, 1-on-3. Good defensive play by Fernandez. Lays a hit there, takes a tumble. Referee's arm goes up. It'll be a delayed penalty against Nebraska, so DBU getting ready to get another power play. McKenzie has it, feeds Zonana, and Zonana has it, and finally controlled by Cass.
Well, there's still a lot of time left in this game, but it does feel like a momentum turning point. This is a big deal for DBU. They really want to try and capitalize on this power play here before the game slips out of their hands.
Yeah, down 5-3, down 2 goals. You still have 25 minutes and 44 seconds to go. 2 goals is not bad, as many people know in hockey. 2 goals is the worst thing you can have.
Number 2, Guevito, 2-minute minor for holding. And with that, your DBU Patriots are on the power play.
Shout out to our public address announcer giving us the rundown there as Cueto gets called 2 minutes for holding. So he took down Fernandez after taking a hit.
Yes, our PA announcer Gideon with a great call here as we are on the power play. We'll see if DBU can connect here.
Yeah, DBU already connecting on the power play twice tonight. Zanana with a power play goal and McKenzie. And that same top unit, top line and power play number 1 out there. See if they can get a quick goal here and get right back to a 1-goal deficit. Vasey wins that faceoff. Gorman has it along the near point. Gorman drops off to Zonana. Zonana back to Gorman. Gorman to Zonana. Good passing there. Zonana leaves it for McKenzie. A lot of skating. Taking a tumble. McKenzie is loose and covered up by Meyer.
With a good look there. He had a good shot opportunity, but just shot it right into the chest of the goalie. I'd like to see a little better of a shot from the captain for DBU there.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of misdirection, a lot of skating, trying to get players crossed up, and it eventually led to a Nebraska player taking a tumble, which freed up McKenzie for the shot. So looked for DBU to try and get some defenders moving. And that one is McKenzie unable to get a shot away. And that one is loose in front. It stays out. Fernandez unable to swat that one in. Meyer falling down, tumbles by players.
You know, I'm not sure if that one would have counted even if it did cross the red line back there. We had a few players for DBU in the crease.
Yeah, we see on this replay here.
Yeah, Mikey Fernandez get hit into the goalie. Not sure. Probably would have been called goaltender interference from back there.
Yeah, the puck was loose there for a second on the blue paint, but falling to his side, Meyer able to cover it up, and he's settled into this game so far through this first period.
And looks like we do have a player down.
Be a player from Nebraska slow to get up.
Will be the goalie, Meyer.
Grant Meyer. All right, looks to be a little shaken up after having a bunch of players tumble on him. We saw in the replay there's just
Huskers
tumble.
penalty. Number 7, Caleb Siebel, 2-minute minor for checking from behind.
And we are.
Your DBU Patriots are still on the power play.
We are going to get a 5-on-3 chance here, and if you're a Patriots fan, you're a Patriots player, you have to have a goal here. This has to go in. This is the momentum swing.
Yeah, Fernandez there. That penalty might have saved the goal whenever Seibel cross-checked Fernandez because he was unable to get the shot away. As you said, we saw in the replay, Fernandez got hit from behind. Officially a cross-check, so it'll be a 5-on-3 for a minute and 34 seconds. So
this is just not what Nebraska wants. This is worst-case scenario here. You've got a 5-on-3 opportunity, and your goalie just went down, so he's a little shaken up. If you're Nebraska, you got to clear the zone here.
Yeah, Fernandez has the puck, looking to pass. Now McKenzie has it. Patriots spreading out. McKenzie. It's loose in front. Score! Mikey Fernandez, his first goal of the season, and is back to a 1-goal game.
And we do see just what we were suspecting here with that 5-on-3. DBU is able to capitalize. Mikey Fernandez with that shot right in front of the goaltender. The injury possibly could have had something to do with it. Looks like he let it slip through his 5-hole there. But mainly it was just all of the surmounting pressure from the 5-on-3 and not having enough defenders in front of the net to clear that puck.
Yeah, because of that cross check by Seibel.
Scoring for the Patriots, number 18, Mikey Fernandez. Assisted by number 13, Josh Vasey.
And so he
And
got the
number
official
7,
call.
Logan McKenzie.
All right, so second point of the night for all three of those players.
Another
Fernandez.
thing that'll be interesting to see, I don't believe we've seen a shot on Theo Nielsen yet at all this game. So obviously he's a cold netminder. He's coming in cold halfway through the second period. So Nebraska's going to try and take advantage of that.
McKenzie moves it to Zanana. That shot blocked off the stick of number 42 for Nebraska. That is Lucas who's able to clear it. And now resetting top power play unit out there for DBU. Still over a minute to go on this 5-on-4. Looking to see if they can get second power play goal and draw even. That's a big momentum swing. DBU getting the 5-on-3. Zonana now has the puck. Fires right into the Husker on Meyer's chest for a whistle.
Well, as you mentioned the name Lucas, it just had me going back to a conversation I had with some of the guys in their locker room. They have two Lukes on their team. They've got Luke Gressel and Luke Bradley. So obviously, can't call both of them Luke. They turned to Luke Gressel and they started calling him Grug. So maybe something to do with his big size, maybe something to do with that last name Gressel. Kind of sounds like Grug, but in the locker room he is known as Grug.
Yeah, speaking of Grug, Grug is out there as well as Luke Bradley. So maybe see if the two Lukes can team up and get the equalizer for DBU with a minute 5 on the 5-on-4. Blue lines up for the face-off. Glove side of Meyer. Tie up. Bradley has it. Luke Bradley drags. Oh, and just getting enough of that with the shoulder.
Luke Bradley
was
maybe
Meyer.
with one too many stick handles there as he's not able to hit the net.
Yeah, tried to elevate to celebrate there, but Meyer got just enough of that with the shoulder pad. Fought over the goal, and now DBU resets. Ross looks for a tip. That one
that does go
scored!
in.
Marley Ross, assistant captain, ties the game up. His first goal as a Patriot, and Pigs have flown in Dallas.
Marley Ross finally finds the back of the net. I don't believe he's done that at all in his DBU career yet, so this is a huge occasion for him. They're going to be looking to collect that puck for him and save it for later.
Yeah, senior for DBU, entering his 4th year, his first goal as a Patriot. This game is tied late in the 4th period. We'll see who got the assist on that from our PA announcer.
Patriots goal! Scoring his first of the season, number 20, Marley Ross. Assisted by number 14, Luke Gressel.
And Gressel getting his first point as a DBU, the freshman. As both power play units were able to get a goal.
Exactly what DBU wanted and exactly what they needed out of that 5-on-3 opportunity. They got 2 power play goals, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, that was a big momentum swing. You lose one of your forwards to a wrist injury, as that one is covered up by Meyer. Good chance for DBU there, but you lose one of your players that's loved by all the guys, and then you give up 2 goals. Your goalie gets pulled, and next thing you know, it's 5-3, you're down. It felt like Nebraska really just had control in the entire game, but 2 penalties, both of them really avoidable, has led DBU to score to tie this game. Now Ross unable to hold on the blue point, or blue line. That one's touched by Vasey. So this one will come back outside of the Nebraska zone, near the DBU bench for a face-off. 3:30 to go here in this middle frame. Scores 5-5, and all of a sudden DBU has surged ahead in shots. Now they lead Nebraska on the shot clock, 36-32. And Blue gets hit down there. Takes a little bit of cross check to the face. Referees are letting him play on. Maybe a little bit of an embellishment there. Now Bradley has it. Bradley gets hit from behind. Bradley unable to get the rebound.
Bradley with a lot of chances in this game, but just not able to capitalize just yet.
Johnson gets taken down by Mapes there. Butts turns it over. Johnson just now getting up. Butts moves it back to his teammate. And the linesman will blow that one down. See if it was a hand pass or offsides. I think it might have just been offsides because Ian Johnson, whenever he went down, he was on the offensive side of the blue line. Right here, he was on that side, never touched back up, so linesman blew that one down. So this one will come right near us. Logan McKenzie, top line out there for DBU. Top line out there for both teams, actually. Schmelzer wins that face-off to Mapes, or Lucas, that is. Lucas has the puck, moves it ahead. Now Nebraska 3-on-3, a good poke there. Trying to force a rush the other way for DBU. Stepping up was McKenzie. Now 2-on-2. Good play there by Ian Johnson. Pressured, forced to move the puck along the boards. Zonana touch pass, unable to connect. Nebraska works it down behind the DBU red line. Quevedo ties up Gorman. Puck is loose. Johnson pokes it ahead along the far boards now. Johnson with the heavy hit there. Now a chance possibly for numbers.
Oh, 2-on-0 opportunity.
2-on-0. McKenzie has help in Zonana. So Zonana unable to get the hat trick goal. That one gets just off the stick. And now it's taking a tumble. Johnson, that shot fired. Kicked away by Meyer. And Ian Johnson keeps it in. Zonana has it still. Zonana now, Nebraska forced it.
Just a phenomenal 2-on-0 opportunity and not able to get it off just a little bit on the outside. I mean, looked like maybe too hard of a pass there, or maybe not a hard enough shot.
Yeah, Schmelzer rips a shot on Theo Nielsen, and that's finally the first shot that he's seen, and he's able to handle that with ease. And that one is shot right into the body of Johnson. Doesn't know where the puck is, now moves it down. No icing there. Not quite sure what he was trying to do with that, just cleared down the length of the ice. Now Sally goes back to retrieve it, moves it. Clover with the puck now in his defensive zone. Now Coe looking to work up ahead with steam. Coe gets around a couple Patriots. Coe around the corner, gets an edge, wraps all the way down behind the Patriot goal. Finally is knocked off the puck, but he gets right back to it. Now Sorelli rims it around. Kim first to it for Nebraska. Works it down low. Now Kim in front, able to get
1 minute remaining in the second period.
1 minute to go here in this period. Gressel gets it back to neutral zone, right into the belly of Theo. He likes to keep it moving. Now DBU has the puck. Sorelli now trying to chip it up ahead to the neutral zone. Coe has it. Garibovic now. There's a bit of a reverse hit there. Clover rode Garibovic into the boards.
That'll be out of play.
And that one is blown dead. Puck might have gone up and out of play. But how about that 2-on-0 chance that DBU unable to capitalize there? Logan McKenzie, the captain, maybe being a little selfless.
And as we got here, that big hit up against the glass there, and then puck just chips out of play there.
Yeah, McKenzie as the captain trying to make the good selfless impression, trying to pass that off. He very well could have ripped that shot in his forehand, but tried to get Zonana's hat trick. But the puck just bounced off his stick, unable to get it on goal.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was Logan McKenzie trying to get Zonana a hat trick, although I do believe he wants Zonana to get a hat trick. We are in a 5-5 tie game scenario here. Logan McKenzie really just wants to do whatever it takes to get the puck in the back of the net. They're not thinking about that hat trick right now.
Yeah, and that one gets sent down the length of the ice. So with 19 seconds to go, come back to the DBU defensive zone. Nebraska maybe try and get a quick goal here in this last waning seconds of the middle frame to get a lead going into intermission. But as of right now, the way it stands, both teams in a very different looking period.
Yes, both teams, a lot of offense this game. Very different looking game than even last night.
Yeah, in terms of entertainment standpoint, you love to see a lot more goals. Coaches hate it, but offensive players love it to rack up the points. As that shot is ripped, Theo's able to hold onto that. Nielsen holds onto that right off the Patriot script on his white sweater.
And you can see a little good sportsmanship moment between Luke Bradley and who looks to be, is that number 8? Shanahan. Luke Bradley and Shanahan as they pick each other up after that.
Yeah, DBU wins that faceoff now, working around their own goal. Clear down the length of the ice. Maybe trying to kill a couple seconds there. His icing is way, there it is. There it's called off. The Nebraska bench was irate that that one was not about to get called. But with the delay call, that also, oh no, I think they're now coming over here to reset the clock. As I say, a couple things might come off from when they should have called icing when they actually did, but it's getting reset now, so we'll see. 10.2 seconds to go.
So we do not have it on the score bug currently, but it is 10 seconds left in this period. It is not 1 second.
Yeah, Nebraska wins that faceoff. And that one comes out to the neutral zone. Nebraska will be forced to touch up, and that will do it for our middle frame of action. After 2 periods, the score is 5-5.
And yet again, we have a tie game.
Yeah,
That's
DBU.
the end of the second period. Cornhuskers 5. Your Patriots 5.
Yeah, shots after the second period. DBU 37 and Nebraska 33. DBU getting outshot for a majority of that period. But
Yeah,
once
so we did see a moment where Nebraska was out shooting them, where Nebraska was getting more chances, more shots, but DBU by the end of the period did regain their momentum, regain their strength. They got a lot more shots on net, especially. I think the real turning point was that 5-on-3, obviously, because they got the 2 goals from it, got right back in this game, and now they're looking just how they did in the first period.
Yeah, and Pono Madrigal got pulled out of that game once he gave the 5th goal, and at that point, it looked like DBU might have been dead in the water for the night. It looked like that could have been it. Nebraska had all the momentum, but once Theo came in, that lit a spark on the team saying that they got to wake up, they got to play for each other. And then, like you mentioned, that 5-on-3 that they had, they took full advantage of that. Both Fernandez and Marley Ross, his first goal as a Patriot.
Yeah, so
draw the equalizers.
Theo coming in, I think, was a big factor. The other thing I think is a big factor was Caleb coming out. All of the teammates saw that. They saw how much passion just Caleb Ridings has for the Patriots in general. Hate to see a guy like that go down, and for them, they're saying, hey, you hit our guy, we're going to come back. We're going to come back full strength up against you, and you're going to pay for that. You're going to pay for that hit.
Yeah, so we're going to be in for an exciting final 20 minutes of this weekend set between DBU and Nebraska. And if it stays tied, we could get some extra hockey here on this Saturday night. But don't go anywhere. We'll have an interview with Dawson Blue, goal scorer from last night, coming up shortly. Until then, stay tuned. Welcome back in for the third period of action here between DBU and Nebraska, and a tie game, score locked at 5. 20 minutes to decide this game, could possibly take longer. And we're underway now in the final frame as Rothenberger has the puck, dumps it in, hops over the stick of Gorman. Gorman goes back to retrieve. Now McKenzie unable to receive that pass. Cass has it, moves it to Ademski, who drops it off to Rothenberger, who fires a shot wide of Nielsen, blocker side. That rebound shot partially fanned on, as now Zanana has it, looking for a third goal in this game. Just his second game at the college level for Jesse Zanana. Good pressure there by McKenzie. DBU forced to touch up on sides. That gives Nebraska a chance to take the puck. Now 2-on-3, drop pass. Seibel has it, looking for a centering feed. Good defensive stick there. And Nielsen covers that one up for a whistle just 46 seconds into this period. We have a bit of an injury update for you on Caleb Ridings. Very unfortunately, he has a broken wrist, or at the very least it's fractured, but the trainers and doctors believe that is broken, which could sideline him probably until at least January. He's on his way to the hospital right now to get x-rays done. So Caleb Ridings, we wish you all the best. Hope that you're able to get speedy recovery. And we know that you'll bounce back even stronger than you were now from this injury.
Yeah,
we wish you the best recovery.
And DBU is definitely going to want to look and bounce back and win this one for Caleb tonight.
Yeah, Ross takes a tumble there on that shove. Gets knocked down. Dawson Blue unable to hold the puck in, but Vasey back to it. Good defensive back check. Moves up ahead to Ross, who scored his first goal ever as a DBU Patriot just last period. It took him over 3 years to get that goal, but he finally got it. And it wasn't even on the shot, it was deflected by a Nebraska player. And he eventually got it. That's how he got his first goal. It's now a chance for numbers now. Bradley has help. Moves it. That one is saved. Meyer gets the save. Backhand chance by Vasey. Unable to get that one on goal. Vasey now trying to move it to Bradley. Hops over his stick. Nebraska controls along the near boards, looking to break out. Good breakout there. Heavy collision. Both players take a tumble there. That was Dawson Blue and Tyler Mapes. A train wreck there at center ice. The physicality, in case you were wondering, has not gone away with that hit. Now Gressel unable to have control the puck. Volkanczyk.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've
seen 5 periods so far of these two teams playing against each other, and all 5 of them have been extremely physical.
Yeah, Ross now trying to clear the puck out. Gressel unable to get past Quevedo. Now Ross has it in his own corner. Works behind Nielsen's net. That one is knocked down, and Nielsen is able to cover that one up.
Good vision by Nielsen to see that there was a tip of the puck to come right back at him. He didn't lose sight of it for 1 second. He was able to cover that up.
Yeah, Nielsen's looked sharp coming into this game, made the saves that he's had to, and he hasn't gotten game action since Jaden Mammon got his suffered a concussion last year.
Yeah, as we see that replay of the 2-on-1 opportunity where they just weren't able to capitalize.
Yeah, so Nielsen been almost like 10 months since he last had game action, but he's looked solid, has not missed a beat. Hit there by Sorelli, able to get the puck for DBU. Now looking to break it out, banking along the boards. Gressel sweeps it. Garibovic now with it. Puck falls behind him a little bit. He works it just deep, and now DBU looks to go on the forecheck. Now Nebraska with speed. Sorelli unable to hold that one. Nielsen gets enough of that with the shoulder. Swept away. The puck was loose for a moment in the slot.
Popped up, but yet again, Theo did not lose track of that puck. He was in control, and the DBU's defenseman was able to, I believe it was Martin Sorelli, able to clear that puck out of there. And that will be an interference call.
Not what you want to see. Owen Sally holding his knee there.
As now potentially the 3rd injury for DBU in these last 2 games.
Yeah, Sally's not able to give up. The referee's going to have to blow this one dead. Man, this is
looks
not
like
what you want to see.
Unfortunate contact with each other in the center of the ice, possibly knee-on-knee collision.
Yeah, that's a new rule that was implemented in the ACHA this season. Is now knee-on-knee hits are not allowed, and it will be a penalty. Try to protect the players. So that's Blake Merchant who goes to the bench, and now Sally getting talked to by the medical trainers there. That was a bit of an awkward collision. We'll hear the penalty call here by our PA announcer.
Cornhuskers penalty, number 84, Blake Merchant, 5-minute major for kneeing. And with that, your DBU Patriots are on the power play.
So how about that? Golden opportunity for DBU at the expense of Sally's knee possibly. DBU will have a 5-minute major power play here, possibly a big momentum swing as they can score as many goals as they can get in the 5 minutes with the power play, and it will remain 5-4. So DBU, you must take advantage of this for your teammates. Get vengeance for Sally here and make Nebraska pay for that dirty play. That one goes.
A note, while on the penalty kill, you can't ice the puck. So for 5 straight minutes, Nebraska will be able to just throw that puck down there and ice it. So DBU is going to try and maintain possession of that and not let that happen.
Yeah, Zonana, good play there. Zonana with speed goes behind the net. Gorman has it. Moves it to Fernandez. Already a power play goal. Through the legs of Zonana. That'll force DBU to come out and touch up. McKenzie spins away from Seibel. Avoids a stick lift there. Now McKenzie to Zonana. Vasey has it now. McKenzie from the point. Logan McKenzie. That shot's blocked in traffic. A few sticks in the way. Vasey trying to center it. Unable to get a clear pass. Now Zonana resets to McKenzie. Patriots controlling the power play. Kick saved there by Meyer.
That's
Gorman
a good power
stepping
play
in.
thus far.
Chips it down to Fernandez in the far corner. Fernandez moves it to Gorman. Gorman with the puck in the corner. Already a power play goal as well for him. Kicks the puck a little bit. Moves it to Zonana, who controls. Surveying for his options. Moves it to the captain, McKenzie, who passes it back to Zonana. Zonana's shot goes wide blocker side. Loose in front. Jesse Zonana swept away. Rebound goes over the net. Couple golden opportunities for DBU, but unable to get it past the force field of Meyer.
A lot of pressure on this power play already, but doesn't really mean anything unless they can put another tally on the scoreboard.
Yeah, a little bit of a risky play there by Nielsen to try and keep it moving, but all is well. So McKenzie makes a spin. McKenzie looking for a centering feed, unable to get it through. Now Zonana has the puck on the far point. Zonana passes it along the boards. Back to Zonana at the point. Zonana moves it. That shot's ripped and covered up.
Yeah. What a play by
Meyer.
Logan McKenzie with that spinorama, able to maintain possession of the puck, does a little deke, recovers it behind the goal line, and gets it back out to his defenseman for a nice shot on goal. So we have another face-off in the offensive zone here.
Yeah, and look at the bench. Goodness for the Patriots is Owen Sally's still on the bench. He hasn't come out on the ice yet, but he hasn't gone to the locker room, which is a good sign, as that shot's blocked down off the blocker. Seeing it through traffic was Meyer, and Nebraska's able to clear back to the DBU zone. Ross with the puck. Moves it to Bradley. Luke Bradley rims it around the boards. Gressel stepping in, unable to keep the puck in, and it's back to the neutral zone as we're almost halfway through this 5-minute major power play. Couple quality chances for DBU, but Meyer stood tall to every save that he's had to make. And now Cass has it for Nebraska behind his goalie. Looks to clear it, rims it off the boards, and cleared again. So halfway through this 5-minute power play, still nothing to show for it for DBU. They look to reset, really break up ice, is stick in the way. That's a good stick there by Schmelzer to break up the breakout pass by Ross.
Yeah, we've got 43 shots on goal for DBU. We've got 36 shots on goal for Nebraska. And Nebraska really hasn't had a chance to test Theo much yet, so it'll be interesting to see once this power play winds down how Theo can hold himself against this team.
I think Theo's maybe only faced about 6 or 7 shots since coming into this game, and he's been sharp on all of them, but there really haven't been any high danger chances. Now Nebraska with the chance to skate shorthanded. Koa loses his balance there. Ross is able to take a shove but keeps the puck moving. Now Zonana, top power play unit, starting to get back out there for DBU, unable to connect on that pass. Yeah. Bradley goes to the bench.
The Patriots right now feeling the effect of 3 lost players and not being able to keep cycling them through, trying to recreate lines, trying to put people together who haven't necessarily played together yet in practice, and just trying to spark something and get something going with the guys that you have.
Vasey with speed into the offensive zone. Josh Vasey, it's sticked away. Zonana fires out when that one goes wide or high over Meyer. Now McKenzie has it. Jesse calling for a pass. He gets it. Little out of his reach. Zonana fires it short side and scores!
It goes in.
Throw the hats! Jesse Zonana, hat trick in his second game.
Well, we thought this might be the case. We were talking about him yesterday, already getting the starting job as a freshman, and he wasted little to no time in getting his name on the board and getting a hat trick at that in his second ever collegiate hockey game.
And Jesse Zanana is going bananas in this one tonight. Patriots take the lead, and they're still on the power play for another minute and 5 seconds.
Patriots goal! Scoring his third of the season and third of the night. Number 9, Jesse Zonana. Assisted by number 7, your captain, Logan McKenzie. And number 8, Colin Gorman.
Yeah, you heard the goal call there. Zanana with his third goal of the game. Patriots still on the power play looking to extend that lead now to 2.
Finally, that top line finding their scoring presence that they were lacking last night, and in a big way in this game as they're now up 6-5.
Yeah, and still 50 seconds to go in this power play. It's time maybe to get a little more pressure and see if they can get one more. As now Vasey looks to join in on the scoring party. Moves it to Fernandez, who slows down. Comes to a screeching halt, unable to chip that one over Meyer. Gorman has it. He got an assist on that last goal. Moves it to McKenzie, who had the other assist. McKenzie trying to drop back to Gorman, has to slow down. Now McKenzie has it. McKenzie passes it. Luke Bradley out there getting some time on the power play 1 unit. Sweeps it off the boards. Vasey has the puck now. Vasey trying to find Fernandez there. So now Bradley takes the puck away. Luke Bradley gets taken down, loses the puck. Has help though in Vasey, who wins it back. McKenzie rips a shot. That one goes off the shoulder of Meyer. DBU still controlling it. Partially able to clear it there. As now Blake Merchant comes out of the penalty box and it's back to 5-on-5. But not after Jesse Zanana gets a hat trick goal. As that shot goes high. Rebound, score!
And it goes in.
Luke Bradley cashes in the loose change.
Luke Bradley
Patriots
with
up
his
by 2.
First of the season, and it's a great time at that, making it 7-5 and really letting Nebraska feel the effects of that 5-minute major penalty. As that time just wound down, they will now be back to even strength for drop of the puck.
That one came just after the power play ended. But still with that unit out there, Luke Bradley, wide open net, punches it in.
Time on Nebraska. Scoring his first of the season, number 19, Luke Bradley. Assisted by number 20, Marley Ross.
I need Nebraska to score 1 goal here.
All right, Nebraska's head coach, Nate Fuller, takes time out here, trying to slow down the momentum, see if he can rally in his troops after 4 unanswered goals for DBU. 3 out of those 4 results of power plays, seeing if they can just slow down the momentum as the Patriots, as they're now out shooting Nebraska 46-36. So it seems as both teams, at least DBU, they were saving their goals for tonight, only getting 1 last night, but 7 so far.
That big push from Caleb Ridings going down in the second period, they're really, they've really turned up the Jets after that.
Yeah, Ridings unfortunately took an injury, still hoping that he's okay, but that injury really sparked momentum for its DBU, lit a fire under the guys, and since then they've outshot and outscored Nebraska. And Nielsen coming into this game has also been solid, doing all that he's needed to.
Yeah, that along with the obvious lack of discipline on Nebraska's part to take so many penalties in this third period ends up letting up more goals than they're hoping.
Ross now with the puck, 10:45 to go behind his own zone. Dangles around one defender, makes a nifty move. Unable to chip it out, and now that one comes to the neutral zone. Garibovic trying to get a chance on the rush there, but Ko goes back to retrieve it in the far corner. Works behind his own goal. Ko trying to spring Rothenberger, unable to connect. No icing there. That's taking a hit there. Heavy hit, Volkanczyk. Hilliard unable to have the puck on his stick. Puck disagrees with him there. Now he has it back. 1-on-4, just likes to chip it deep as he gets bumped into the Nebraska bench. Garibovic with a big hit there along the boards behind the goal. Intercepted now by Owen. Garibovic has the puck, has it poked off his stick, and Ian Johnson goes back to his defensive zone. Fresh on the ice to retrieve it as Gorman works that down low. And so now in the final 10 minutes to go of this game, DBU's. That one intercepted. Fernandez with the puck. DBU top line out there. Offensive zone pressure. Zanana feigns on the shot. Fernandez trying to feed that through a couple of six. Taking a heavy hit there. Referee's arm goes up. Colin Gorman drawing in power play, the penalty. And DBU already up 2 with 3 power play goals.
Yeah, Nebraska just not going to get a break here in this game. Everything's being called on them, and they are clearly frustrated about it.
Yeah, Kim not happy about that, but you can't expect anything different whenever Colin Gorman for DBU has his back to you, and you just ride him along the boards.
Yeah, Nebraska frustrated for sure.
Number 26, Playline, Kim, 2 minutes for elbowing. And with that, your DBU Patriots are on the power play.
DBU back on the power play here. McKenzie trying to extend the lead to 3. Taking tumbles Meyer. He's trying to get back up and recover.
It's a little
Zanana
saucer
takes
pass
a hit
right
there.
over the defender there.
Now at the puck, McKenzie score! Logan McKenzie, backdoor goal. Patriots up by 3.
Logan McKenzie with his 2nd goal of the night, and yet again DBU is capitalizing on the power play. Whatever work they've been doing in the last couple of practices to work on that power play is paying off here in this game, because we are seeing so many special teams goals for the Patriots.
The 5th power play goal for DBU, and let's hear the goal call.
Patriots goal! Scoring his 2nd of the game. Number 7, your captain, Logan McKenzie. Assisted by number 8, Colin Gorman. And number 18, Mikey Fernandez.
So 4-point night for Logan McKenzie, 4-point night for Jesse Zanana. Has the DBU Patriots up 8-5. And 6 of the 8 goals for DBU have come from the top team.
And Luke Bradley is going to end up getting a
chance.
tripping penalty on that play.
But all the momentum in DBU's favor. Nebraska is still trying to get a 6-on-5 goal. And now Ian Johnson touches it.
Ooh, maybe a little bit of harsher decision from Ian Johnson. All he had to do was touch the puck and get that whistle. We don't want to take any other guys out of this game. We've already had enough injuries, so we don't like to see that.
Yeah, and at least it appears to be that Owen Sally's okay, so that's great to see. Number 16 for DBU, the freshman. Luke Bradley going to the penalty box. Let's hear what the call is for this penalty.
Patriots penalty, number 19, Luke Bradley for hooking, 2-minute minor.
All right, so hooking on Luke Bradley there. Gives Nebraska a power play here, down by 3 with 8:55 to go. And it was not too long ago, maybe only 28 minutes in game time, that they were leading by a score of 5-3. 5 unanswered goals for DBU has put them up 8-5. As a good clear there by Ian Johnson on the penalty kill.
It all started with that goalie switch, the injury, and then obviously that 5-on-3 power play DBU had. They've just rode that momentum all the way down to where we are now, and it has really worked out for them.
Yeah, McKenzie pestering Seibel into a turnover. Gorman clearing attempt gets deflected into the netting. But yeah, we were talking to assistant coach Austin Fowler for the DBU Patriots before the game, and he told us that we could expect to see a whole different Patriot team than what we saw last night.
And we absolutely are seeing a
kidding.
whole different Patriot team. This one is generating a lot of offensive pressures, a lot of zone time, and so far it's really worked out for them as they are leading 8-5.
Yeah, when I talked to Fowler earlier, he was saying that the big message to a lot of those guys were that they were just nervous and jittery for the first game, a whiteout crowd, letting that get to them a little bit. And he
Lots
told them
of young players, for sure.
Young players in their first college game. He said, just let that go, have fun, go out there and play the game that you love. And that message has really resonated with the team here. It's putting up 8 goals with 8 minutes still to go.
Yeah, talking with some of the guys in the locker room, it sounded like a little of them are having those nervous jitters, maybe a little bit afraid of the physical presence, because it's their first time playing in a collegiate hockey game, and we did see that last night.
And now Covedo rips a shot. That one goes off the outside of the cage, looking for a centering feed. Nielsen is there to get the rebound, covers it up. Referee's arm goes up. The puck is still loose. Touched by DBU, so it'll be a 5-on-3 chance here for Nebraska. 51 seconds.
It's like a cross-checking penalty.
The number 6, Ian Johnson.
Bad time to take a penalty, but it's a good thing they do have a 3-goal cushion. So
Patriot penalty.
All they really need to do here is
6,
kill off this penalty
Ian Johnson,
and kill some
minor
clock.
for cross-checking.
Yeah, so 5-on-3 here. DBU, they have a little room to breathe, but you still don't want to give Nebraska a chance to get back in this with over 5 minutes to go and it only being a 2-goal deficit. We've seen that they've been able to score in quick succession, so it'll be a big test for DBU's penalty kill. Special teams.
First big test of the game.
And that one is ripped and
goes.
scored by Seibel. 5-on-3 goal gets Nebraska back within 2.
It's going to say the first big test of the game for Theo Nielsen, and their first shot on the 5-on-3 power play. He was not able to hold it down. It's not something you can blame on the goalie. It's not something that you can expect a goalie to recover from. A 5-on-3 play should normally end up in a goal, and it does there. But hopefully he can pick himself up and the defensive team can structure it and come out of this penalty kill.
Yeah, and DBU's electing to use their timeout here, trying to slow down, really just gather the troops and rally them together in order to just keep that composure, stay composed, close out the game, because there's still a long 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Flip side of what it felt like last night, where it was a very short 7 minutes to go. So for Nebraska, you got to feel like for them, the 7 minutes is it's going to go by fast.
Nebraska's got a tall hill to climb if they want to get back in this game, but it's not impossible. 2-goal lead, most oftenly said, is the most dangerous lead in a hockey game, especially with little time left on the clock, left in the third period. It is a very easy, quick 2 shots, 2 goals back into this game. DBU's got to be careful.
Yeah, and both teams now breaking from their timeouts. There'll still be 1 minute and 54 seconds of 5-on-4 power play time for the cross-checking penalty by Ian Johnson. So Nebraska trying to get back within 1 on the power play before going back to full strength. But the DBU students and fans here are trying to cheer them on to kill this strong. Vasey takes a little shove there by Schmelzer, able to work that into the Husker zone. Now breakout pass out of the reach. McKenzie hustles back to get that, and that'll force it off power play or main advantage icing, I'd say, for Nebraska. So they'll have to go back to their defensive zone, and we've seen that both teams, they're capable of scoring shorthanded goals the way they play.
It puts the Patriots in a good position if they can get a quick draw here, win that faceoff. Unfortunately, 2 of their best faceoff men wound up with injuries. That's Tyson Wilhelm and Caleb Ridings, 2 very good centermen for DBU. So it's going to be very difficult in the center spot to win that draw from now on.
Yeah, and Nebraska hit there by Logan, a little hip check. Now Fernandez spins out of a hit, looking to try and get a clearing lane. Schmelzer steps in, tied up with Fernandez. Gorman steps in to help, unable to get the puck there, holds it along the board, just eager to kill time here. 1 minute 15 to go on this power play. Now Quevedo has it, leaves it for Butts. Moves it back to Quevedo along the near boards. Quevedo slows off. Now looks to pass it behind the goal. Back up to the far point. Shot ripped. Body's tumbling in front of the net. That shot goes wide, hits glass, and now Vasey's able to clear it. And DBU able to get a couple fresh penalty killers out there.
Time winding down on this power play. We got about 45 seconds left to go.
Yeah, and that puck is loose. So Nana, not able to get that and get a shorthanded chance. Now 3-on-3 the other way. That shot's fired, and Nielsen might have gotten enough of that. Centering feed broken up by Fernandez. Good strong play there. And that puck is cleared to Zonana. Has a chance shorthanded. Zonana 1-on-1 spins off, elects just to kill time, and then fires a shot on Meyer.
Yeah, good smart play from Zonana. It would have been really easy to try and chip it by the guy, maybe try and get a shot on net there, but what he really needed to do is exactly what he did, which is hold the puck, kill a little bit of clock, then throw it on net and get back. It was a very smart play from the freshman.
It's a little over 8 seconds to go on the Ian Johnson penalty, and that one is able to be cleared down the length of the ice by Zonana. Great penalty kill by him, and DBU's back to full strength here. 5:45 to go in this game. DBU leading by 2. That puck is swiped out of midair. Blue. There's a little bump there to Seibel, the captain of Nebraska. Now back to 5-on-5. Nebraska went 1 for 2 on that power play chance. Got at least within striking distance here. Now the pressure's on DBU to close this one out. Now with the puck, Schmelzer tries to take it, dumps it in, loses an edge, takes a tumble. Now Bradley with it, turns it right over to Quevedo. That shot is ripped, and Theo Nielsen there
Bradley
swallows
with
up.
that blind pass right up the middle, not looking to try and find his center. He needs to just take a second, take a breather, look on the wall, see if there's anybody coming after him, look in the middle, see where his center is. That could have been a very dangerous play. Luckily, Theo is able to swallow that puck.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of what comes with playing a team like Nebraska. they've hit you along the boards. So it's something that's just in the back of your head, like whenever you get the puck along the boards, am I about to get absolutely peppered or not? And in that case, because of that pressure is on Luke Bradley, even though there's nobody there to hit him.
In
force
football,
a
they call
turnover.
it hearing footsteps when the quarterback knows he's going to get sacked, even when there's nobody around. That's kind of what DBU's facing right now with this very physical game. They're hearing footsteps, imaginary ones at that. Even when there's no pressure on them, they're panicking, trying to get rid of the puck because they do not want to be on the other end of that hit.
Gressel trying to fire that one. Blocker side is loose in front. Going down to cover is Meyer. Brings the whistle. Gressel trying to maybe surprise Meyer with the blocker shot there. As we're now down under 5 minutes to go here in a 2-goal game. DBU up to 51 shots on Grant Meyer here in this one. So Meyer's held his ground, but so far just has not been enough in a high-scoring affair in this one.
Yeah, 8 goals led up. It's easy to blame the goalie, but with 51 shots on net, it's not so easy to blame the goalie anymore. It's very difficult to make the amount of saves that he's made in this game tonight, especially with all the pressure DBU's had. So
yeah, and that clearing attempt from the defensive zone goes out of play, so we'll head right back as Spencer Hilliard, freshman from Dallas, Texas, lines up for the offensive zone faceoff. Blocker side of Meyer. Gressel able to get it. Gorman moves it to Hilliard. Garibovic in the chance in the slot. Players taking a tumble. Gorman has it. Works it down along the boards to the corner for Gressel. Looks to center it. That one hits the back of the net. Now Nebraska's Kim able to break out. Now shot fired. That one goes wide. It's behind the DBU goal. Kim on it. And tied up by a Patriot. Now able to take his Kinsella. Fourth line out there for DBU, getting some high pressure minutes to try and close this one out. As Gressel moves it to Kinsella. Kinsella fires. It's loose off the outside of the post. Spencer Hilliard robbed by iron from his first goal as a Patriot. And
on the bench, we see Jason Hilliard and also Austin Fowler both raising their arms in the air, trying to look for maybe a holding call on that, where you see they took down Spencer Hilliard in front of the net there. They're not going to get it.
Yeah, at this point in the game, they've called plenty of penalties both sides. I'm actually curious to see a scoring sheet later tonight and just see how many penalty minutes were in this game, because it feels like there's been a lot of minor penalties. The 5-minute major, as now Seibel has the puck, working with speed along the outside, fires it. Nielsen blockers that one, falls to Rothenberger. Rothenberger has it, fires, goes 5-0 and scores on Nielsen. It's now 1-goal game with 3:35 to go.
Yeah, this is when it gets scary. We've got plenty of time left for them to get one shot on goal that could deflect, take a bad bounce, go in. They got to be really careful on defense here, because this game could turn into an even matchup very fast.
Yeah, DBU throwing their punch at the start of the period, but Nebraska saving their energy for late in this period, maybe giving their final push here. So DBU, it's important. They have a bye week next week, so 2 weeks until the next game. So they have to go out there and lay all they have. They can rest for the next 2 weeks, but they have to close this one out.
Lucas. And number 20, Ethan Schmelzer.
Good head.
That is a great defensive play by Dawson
Blue
to clear that out of the crease, get that away from their goalie.
Yeah, that one was loose in slot for a chance. As Bradley trying to work through a couple defenders. Now Vasey, the puck bounces off him. He didn't know where it was. So that gives a chance for Coe. Coe leaves it for Schmelzer. Spins out of a check. Gets hit there by Zanana.
Yeah, and that's going to be a hit in the numbers. It's going to be a check from behind.
Nebraska, 2:57 going on the power play. A check from behind by Luke Bradley. This is where it gets interesting, David.
That score bug is wrong, by the way. It is an 8-7 game, not an 8-6 game, so it is a 1-goal difference. This could be difference maker right here. Nebraska going up on the power play with just over 2 minutes left to go in the third period.
Yeah, this is where neither team has a timeout. Both coaches already used theirs, so they're going to have to just go on the fly. But DBU, you have to dig deep.
Penalty.
Block.
Number 19, Luke. Patriots penalty. Number 19, Luke Bradley. 2-minute minor for checking from the behind.
So Nebraska controls off the faceoff. Coe has the puck hit off by Vasey. That shot is ripped, and Nielsen gets enough of that with the blocker. Nebraska has it behind their goal. Setting up now. Good pressure there by Vasey. Momentarily takes the puck away. Players go tumbling, and that puck comes out to the neutral zone. Nebraska forced to touch up. Blue looking for a penalty there. He won't get it. Now Rothenberger has it. Rothenberger fires and ties this game up.
And there's their goal there.
Shane Rothenberger almost single-handedly getting Nebraska back into this game.
All the momentum, and as we said, with a couple of minutes left to go in this period, there was plenty of time to come back, and that they have. DBU's now got to try and collect themselves and get back the momentum. It's going to be much more of a challenge giving up a 2-goal lead than it will be gaining back that 2-goal deficit. So Nebraska's going to have the momentum.
Yeah, so in like last 5 minutes, a blink of an eye, it's gone from 8-5 to 8-8.
Nebraska goal.
Yeah, and as you did point out,
Shane Rothenberger.
3 unanswered goals from DBU, and now 3 unanswered goals from Nebraska.
Yeah, I mean, you have 2:22 to go. At this point, you really have to, DBU, find a way, either get the go-ahead goal or get this to overtime, where you honestly could have in your favor with guys like McKenzie and Zonana out there, Fernandez, but you just can't let this one get away from you here in regulation. Puck taken away by Fernandez. Fernandez has it, moves it to Johnson. That shot's fired, blocked in traffic. Zonana tries to sweep it on goal. Now Nebraska looking to clear out of their zone. A big hit there thrown by Logan McKenzie as Quevedo gets around Gorman. Ian Johnson back with the puck. Now Ian Johnson has it, turns it over to Butts. Slot chance, that one, and score. Turnover there by Ian Johnson leads to Nebraska goals. They go up 9-8. Wow. This one has turned around very quick. All from the penalties. Penalties both ways have swayed momentum.
Nebraska goal. Number 3, Colby Butts. Assisted by 2, Jake Quevedo.
So now DBU, in the blink of an eye, after being up by 3, they find themselves now down by a goal with 1:40 to go. Now they're in desperation mode, trying to find a goal. Now Bradley with the puck in the corner. Tied up. Time now of the essence for DBU. Trickling down by the second. And Vasey trying to throw a hit there. Kim able to dump it low, and that one goes into the netting and out of play. So 1:20 to go. 9-8 lead for Nebraska here.
Well, if you're in DBU's position, what do you do? I mean, you've got 1:20 left to go. What's the game plan? They've already called their timeout.
Yeah, they called their timeout whenever they were up 8-6 on that power play. So you have to try and find some sort of extra legs, some sort of extra win here, and find a way to get a goal. You've already gotten 8 tonight, so it's not an impossible task, but it's definitely stacked against them.
Was definitely a test against this young coaching staff, whether young or inexperienced coaching staff so far. Definitely missing the hands of Jim DiPaolo.
Yeah, and then previous captain, most games as a Patriot, John Camban, I'm sure had a calming presence that could help a team in a moment like this. It was a big test for just the youth and inexperience that DBU has, coaching and on the ice. Let's see what they can do here. We have 1:04 to go. That one is blown dead. And the puck will come out to the neutral zone. Now Nebraska wins that face-off. Fernandez trying to keep that puck in.
Third period.
We're down the final minute. Ian Johnson goes back to retrieve it. Looking to spring a breakout pass to Zonana. Nebraska forced to touch up. 45 seconds to go. Any minute now. Look for Nielsen to join the rush for DBU. Head to the bench for an extra attacker. Fernandez unable to connect there. Moves it to Zonana. See if he can get a 4th goal, or if McKenzie can get a hat trick himself. He has 2 goals on the game. Now Nielsen's to the bench. Extra attacker. 6-on-5. 30 seconds to go. Cass has the puck. Hit by Zonana. Cass moves it along. Held in by Gorman. Desperation time. Arm is up of the referee. That is
and he's still
Shanahan standing on top of a DBU player. So DBU with 23 seconds to go. We'll have a 6-on-4 here.
Takes him down, but what else are you really going to do? The guy's standing over you, refusing to get off.
He's staying on top of him. He's not moving. And eventually enough is enough. So now both players will separate, so interesting to see here. It looked like it was going to be a DBU power play, but we'll see if anything gets called for the retaliation here.
Looks like it will. And with 23 seconds left to go, they're discussing whether or not he should even go to the box, telling him he can leave the ice if he'd like to because he's not getting back on the ice the rest of this game.
So Fernandez, that'll do it for his night. Unfortunate because he's had a good game
Patriots
with a goal
penalty
and 2
on
assists.
Number 18, Mikey Fernandez. 2-minute minor for
And it looks like they're not going to give
And
matching
they're
penalties.
only going to get
It'll
Mikey
just be on Mikey.
Fernandez. So Patriots now shorthanded, 23.9 seconds to go in this one. Seeing if they can find any sort of shorthanded magic here. Captain Logan McKenzie lines up. Opposite of Schmelzer, McKenzie wins it back. Johnson tries to clear it down the ice, but you can't really do that at this point in the game. You don't have enough time to try and get back. For all you Nebraska cares, they can just stand behind their goal and kill time here, which is what they'll try and do. And that puck goes down. Nielsen to the bench.
Oh, but he did not win the puck battle, and Nebraska obviously upset about that one. Nebraska wins the puck battle, but for some reason the ref is calling icing there.
Yeah, it looked like Schmelzer had a whole step and then some, and they're getting their mistake corrected here. They're moving it just to center ice faceoff, but DBU catching a big break there. Schmelzer would have been first on the puck with an empty net.
DBU's got about 6 seconds to try and make a play here. They're going to have to make a quick rush and a quick shot to see if they can get something, but
so win the faceoff and go down and just rip a shot and hope for the best. So you got to win the faceoff here as McKenzie lines up with Rothenberger. Puck is won, but that will go all the way back to the DBU zone. And in shocking fashion, Nebraska will come back to win this game.
Nebraska completes the comeback and takes home 2 wins against DBU.
Yeah, just shocking. Did not see that one coming. DBU up by 3 goals, 5 unanswered. And this one, and DBU drops the weekend series, swept by Nebraska. They fall now to 0-2 on the season with a bye week coming up. We have to give credit to Nebraska where credit is due. Their coach rallied them together.
Next game. Final score.
Led them
DBU
to
Patriots
not quit,
8,
and then
University of Nebraska 9.
Shane Rothenberger, man,
Cornhuskers
Yeah.
win.
pretty much
The
single-handedly
Patriots-
led Nebraska right back into that game.
Patriots maybe feeling a little too cushy with that cushy 3-goal lead. And just like that, it was gone.
Yeah, and then we saw, especially there in those last few minutes, with Nielsen not really getting much game action in the last 10 months since he last played, coming in and not really many shots to start, and then the few that came his way there at the third period, just good shots that got past him and gave Nebraska 4 unanswered goals in the last 8 minutes to win the game 9-8.
Well, the obvious questions, was the pulling of the goalie, was the switching of the netminder the right call? What do you think?
That's a hard one. I mean, you could see that led to 5 unanswered goals, all momentum in DBU's way, but Nielsen maybe not fully warmed up, unable to hold his ground at the end. We'll take a pause for a team prayer and we'll finish up with this closing segment. To learn from this weekend, a lot to be proud of, a lot to learn from, obviously, but
We'd
overall,
like to thank you,
you
for
have
coming
to
out tonight.
feel at
Have a
least
safe trip
somewhat
back
happy. I know,
home,
of
and
course,
we'll
you want to
see
get the wins.
Next game, next Friday, here at the Valley Ranch Star Center, where your DBU Patriots take on Texas Tech.
Yeah, so as you heard from our PA public address announcer, DBU will have a bye week next week, and then on Friday, September 26th, they'll return in action here at home as they welcome the Texas Tech Red Raiders, who last year DBU won 8-0 and 6-0, so it's be a chance for them to kind of get back into it, get that first win under their belt, and it'll be a long 2 weeks of practice, a lot to work on defensively, and just got to find a way to close out games going forward. You can tell us the immaturity of this team, and it cost them tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Just stunned is the one word that I believe is going through every Patriots mind right now. How did how did they let that happen? They let Nebraska come back, let them get 3 goals back into the game, then the 4th goal to end up winning the game. And unfortunately for DBU, there's another loss there, but also they're down 3 guys coming out of this weekend. They will really benefit from the bye week coming up next week. Hopefully we can get some of their guys healthy again and back in for the next game, although I'm not sure with some of the injuries that we've heard and how it sounds.
Ridings for sure won't be back for quite a while.
There's also speculation that Tyson Wilhelm might have a fractured or broken collarbone, which would also leave him out for a while.
I'd probably take him out for the season if he did that. And then Sally as well. We'll get an update on him as soon as we can, but he took that knee to knee that eventually led to a power play that gave DBU even more momentum to take the lead, but that was short-lived by Nebraska's incredible comeback.
Yeah, I do believe DBU's injuries were also a factor in the end of that game. A little short-handed, a little undermanned. Ends up with less gas in the tank, a lot of double shifting, and also guys who have never worked together before trying to get stuff together in the same line, trying to generate chances. And, you know, without any practice time together, a lot of new faces, a lot of new guys trying to go together so early on in the season, it's really difficult to do.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be proud at least from a standpoint that this is a young team. The way that they were able to bounce back from just crushing loss, seeming that you couldn't get any scoring going last year, to putting up 8 goals in this one tonight. So that we love to see. Their offense looked a lot better. Power play looked tremendous, but they just have to work on finishing strong and closing it and playing a full 60 minutes going forward.
Well, with the end of this game behind us, we look 2 weeks from now towards the next game. We'd like to thank you all for joining us on behalf of the broadcast crew. Very great 2 games of hockey, even if it's not the outcome that DBU wanted. But we will see you guys in the next stream. Good night.